Hey, Culturians, welcome back. Today we're going to dive into the deep topic of Aliens. Aliens, one of the great film franchises out there. It's buzzing on the tip of everybody's lips anytime they think about classic horror. And there's a reason. There was a creator out there. His name was Ridley Scott. And people just loved what he was able to do with that particular creature, sort of. He was largely responsible for a lot of early things, but not so much for the later things. And when he came back, he didn't have exactly the best experience in the world. I would say that Ridley Scott's legacy in Alien is up for grabs, but he's looking to change that now. How? With a new project. I guess he didn't want other people to be more successful with his things than he was. Well, let's fire into it. So, starting off into the fact that Ridley Scott is known as the director who gave us the fearsome Xenomorphs in the first place all the way back in 1979, creating a landmark moment in both sci-fi and horror cinema. The original Alien didn't just terrify audiences, it completely reshaped the sci-fi horror and that aspect of drama that people hadn't seen in ever. He introduced us to the most iconic monsters in film, the Xenomorphs. And since then, Scott's involvement in the series has been kind of a roller coaster, as I mentioned before. With Prometheus and Alien Covenant, he aimed to give us something different, an origin story that we really didn't need, of both philosophical and theological questions. But while Prometheus did fairly well, I guess, it was met with some mixed reviews and failed to hit the same box office heights as his originals, which makes a lot of sense, deviated too far from the source material. But Scott's return offered an interesting time, and because of the lukewarm response of Covenant, many were wondering if we'd even see him back in the director's chair for this particular franchise. So, with Romulus giving the franchise new life, the fan excitement is higher than ever, and other projects are in the works. So it seems like it's Ridley's turn again. It's not clear if the coming project will actually continue the storyline he began with Prometheus and Covenant. I hope not. But hopefully he will take a fresh approach. What is that known to us? An opportunity. All right, so how did Alien Romulus come into this whole realm and just steal the spotlight? I mean, the film raked $350.8 million worldwide, and the budget was only $80 million, so that's a huge win. Critics and fans praised the film, getting back into the franchise's roots, terrifying, tense, and centered on a tight cast. The Kaylee Spaney as Rain was genius. David Johnson was brilliant as Andy. And it brought us the true grit and high stakes that we absolutely needed. You gotta survive if you want to win one of these movies, and boy, both of those people really knew how to do it. This financial and critical success did more than just save the franchise from obscurity. It proved that there's still a hunger for a visceral, nerve-wracking atmosphere that only an Alien movie can deliver. Plus, with this new wave of interest, fans and execs alike are eager to see where the story of Rain and Andy go next. I think I know, but I think we'll also be surprised. Now, back to Scott's new film. We've just got the tip of the iceberg in what looks like a massive franchise expansion. In 2025 specifically, Alien Earth, the TV series, is set to go live in action on a whole new level. And if that wasn't enough, there's talk of an Alien vs. Predator 3 that's actually been confirmed. Director Fede Alvarez is reportedly interested right now, which could take this franchise in another completely wild direction. And it's clear that 20th Century Studios is serious about capitalizing on Alien's newfound momentum. One of the few things Disney has right now. The world's actually expanding at this point, and the Xenomorphs are actually back with a vengeance this time. And it really seems like every form of media, both movie and television, potentially have their own crossovers built in. All of that's on the table, even video games. It's kind of a fan's dream come true right now, as they can deliver quality right up there with the franchise's name. That's impressive. Now let's take a quick step back and look at the bigger picture. This franchise revival doesn't just signal a win for Aliens fans, it actually focuses a shift on sci-fi and the horror genre itself. This is a trend that we're starting to see push forward in an expansive way with many connected universes. Star Wars, of course, has its horrific galaxies, Marvel, which has a multiverse of horror, and now Aliens. It's actually poised to follow suit. Lots of dark things available. Will they pull the trigger? This new era of Alien, however, isn't just bringing back Xenomorphs. to scare us silly. It's about exploring the larger questions that Ridley Scott has always wanted to be, well, focused on, intrigued by. It's our place in the universe, the ethics of artificial intelligence, and the dangers of unchecked human ambition. If Scott and 20th Century Studios can balance the horror elements with the deeper themes, we could see something truly unique. A sci-fi horror universe that isn't just filled with scares, but's also filled with ideas. And I think that's the way the world moves forward. At least that's how sci-fi used to work. Now, as we wrap up, let's remember why Alien stands the test of time. Why every Halloween I'm busting out that particular picture and its sibling to watch back through and catch all of the nuance and amazing that was captured in those celluloid frames. It really wasn't just the jump scares, although, let's be real, those are incredibly memorable. It's the atmosphere around all of that. It's the tension. It's the feeling, that hostile alien environment that could truly be our undoing. You have Sigourney Weaver's performance as Ripley became one of the greatest heroines of sci-fi, or any franchise for that matter, and establishing a precedent for films that dared to go beyond action and explore psychological terror as well. And boy, did Ripley do that amazingly. With Ridley Scott back on board, of course, we could very well be looking at a renaissance for the franchise, or a complete disaster. Whether he's tying in elements from his earlier prequels or taking a totally new direction, one thing's for sure: Scott has the potential to take the Alien universe to even greater heights, or even farther askew, for that matter. Of course, as fans, we'll be right there with our buckets of popcorn waiting in hand, and hopefully it's a new Xenomorph head, because those were amazing. And we'll be ready to see what new nightmares await us. And there you have it. From its humble beginnings to the blockbuster success of Romulus, and now Ridley Scott's epic return, maybe, Alien continues to be one of the most influential sci-fi horror franchises out there. Can't be argued. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Will Ridley take us somewhere new? Or do you want to see him revisit the Prometheus stuff? Would you like more videos like this one in the future, where we talk about the broader concepts of filmmaking? Or would you like me go back to just, analyzing and projecting the news? I'm happy either way. I'm just trying to help you. Let me know those thoughts down in the comments section below. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. If you're not, please do so. We're on our way to 50K. Can't do it without you. Share this out there. And as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya.